Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to use Instagram to make you more attractive in your dating life, I guess. I don't want to say how to pick up girls on Instagram because this isn't really how to reach out and kind of like cold approach girls through Instagram. Although that is possible, I would assume. It definitely sounds plausible. But in general, the way that you should think about Instagram is like a digital business card, right? Whereas in the past, people would, when they met each other, they would say, oh, do you have a card? Here's my business card, whatever. And it would have a couple lines of text on there about, what you do and your phone number and your contact information. And that would give you a little bit of an idea about who this person was and, how you could contact them, obviously. But these days, we have a much more robust solution in Instagram. So these days, when you meet somebody, you can even have a really negative interaction with them or a really, I guess, non-positive interaction. But if you have a very cool looking Instagram account, then the Instagram account does all the work for you, right? So basically what I mean by this, right? Let me explain. So basically what I mean is this, right? When somebody meets you, right? And you exchange, like you follow each other on Instagram, they're naturally going to look at a couple things. They're going to look at how many followers you have, and then they're going to look at your pictures, right? The whole followers thing, correct me if I'm wrong. Anytime I look at somebody's account, I always pretty much look at how many followers they have first. It's just kind of like a natural reaction. Like you look at the follower count just to kind of see how popular they are. Social proof, right? The more other people like something, the more you're kind of open to the idea of liking it as well. It's stupid, but it's psychology and it works. The second thing is that you look at their pictures, right? Because you want to kind of see what kind of person that they are. And as men, we're not really too concerned with our own personal safety when we meet other people. But for women, that is kind of a thing, right? They're concerned about their personal safety, and they're also concerned about let's call it the safety of their reputation. In other words, if they associate with you, is that a win for them or is that a loss for them? As men, we don't really care as much. We're much more self-sufficient and we're much more self-reliant on like our own, idea of what we think of ourselves and not so much of what other people think about us. But women are much more reliant on like the opinions of others in order to kind of be safe in society. So what does this have to do with having a good Instagram account? Well, when you have a nice account, you can kind of you can curate the type of content that you want other people to see, and you can make a very clear statement about who you are as a person. So easy example, right? Let's say you're a fitness guy, or let's say you're really into fitness, okay? If you have a bunch of pictures on your Instagram account of you doing fitness things, you looking ripped, you like doing some sort of like weightlifting, doing some sort of like boxing or Muay Thai or something like that, like I have on my account, people are going to look at that and they're going to kind of scroll through your feed or scroll through your wall or whatever it's called. And they're going to look at that and their immediate impression is going to be, oh, this is a fitness person. I get it. Okay, so he's a fitness guy. And then they're going to make that calculation in their head. Okay, is it good for me to associate with a fitness guy? Well, I guess it's pretty benign. It's not, he's not like doing creepy shit or something. He's just like a bro who likes to work out. So once they've identified what type of person you are and made that judgment call as to whether or not you are like safe or at least not non-safe, then they're much more open to the idea of kind of learning about who you are as a person. Bottom line is this: Instagram does a lot of the work for you so that you don't have to go and convey all of these things about your personality. Using the same example, let's say, again, you're a fitness person and instead of you saying like, oh yeah, I went to the gym, I did this workout, I did that workout, I have this fitness thing as a hobby, I'm a personal trainer, blah, blah, blah. You just you get them to follow you on Instagram, and then that saves you all of the time of you having to like actually speak to them one-on-one. It's just much more efficient, right? And depending on the type of girls that you're going after, this can be a very effective tool. Again, using the same example, right? Let's say you're going after girls who are fitness girls or yoga girls, or I don't know, girls who are interested in losing weight, whatever the case may be. Or let's say you're using it for business and you're trying to find people who are actively trying to lose weight, get in shape. You show them your account and immediately what you say aligns with the type of pictures that you have. So if you casually mention, oh yeah, I'm a personal trainer, or, oh yeah, I'm a bodybuilder, or, oh yeah, whatever, I'm a fitness model, whatever it is, they're going to go to your account and they're going to see that. It's going to align with what you said. So it's going to kind of solidify their perception, their perception of you, which is a good thing, because when you're meeting girls, there's a lot of unknowns. Again, like I said, guys, we don't really care about this. We kind of just think like, okay, she's hot. Yeah, I bang her. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. She's hot. She doesn't seem crazy. Okay, like let's pursue this. For girls, it's much more complex, or I guess it's more complex, slightly more complex in that they need to know, okay, this guy's not going to like chop me up in little pieces. He's not going to embarrass me in front of my friends, and it's not going to like, if people see me with him, it's not going to make me look bad, right? That's an additional layer of concern that girls have that guys don't. Sorry. So that's definitely one thing to keep in mind when you're using Instagram to meet other girls. Instagram is definitely something that I think everybody should put work into curating properly. It's an incredibly effective tool. It's so effective that you don't even need to actually have a good interaction with somebody in order for the Instagram to do its work. All you need to do is get them to follow you, and then you just let the account do its work. If you have good pictures, if you post entertaining stories from time to time, it's kind of crazy like how effective it is, right? I work in a place where I'm meeting lots of women every day, fortunately for me, and a lot of the times I'll have an interaction. Like basically what I do is I'll stop girls, I'll try and sell them something. If I can tell that there's no potential for a sale right away or at all ever, maybe they don't have money, maybe they're not interested, maybe whatever, they don't use them, the products that I'm selling, but I can see, okay, this girl's kind of cute. She's a local. She lives here. I would potentially like to see her again, but I don't want to actually like get her phone number and talk to her and like do all of these things to kind of like convince her that I'm cool one-on-one. I can say, oh, do you have Instagram? Cool. Follow me. I'll follow you. What's your username? Blah, blah, blah. And then once she does that, she sees all of these pictures. She can see that I've traveled all over the world. She can see that I like am a fitness person, for example. She can see that like lately I've got these other cool pictures of me doing photography, me at these photo shoots. It builds a much more well-rounded picture of who I am as a person without me actually having to do all this work. And not only that, when you post stories, which is another feature on Instagram that's very useful, you can see who views your stories. So it's kind of a way of just like keeping, if we want to use a sales analogy, it's a way of keeping your leads warm, right? So that you don't need to always contact these people and communicate with them one-on-one. As long as they're on Instagram and as long as they're bored and they're swiping and they're looking for different things, as long as they see your content, you are going to continuously be brought up to the front of their mind, so that if you do decide that you want to hang out with them or you want to see them or you want to pursue something with them or you want to invite them to some sort of party or something like that, then it's much easier, because not only have they, looked at all your pictures or videos and like read your captions, and they know what type of person you are, and they watch your stories every single day, but now, they know a lot more about you because you've kind of cultivated this online persona of yourself. So the bottom line is they're much more open to like engaging in some sort of interaction with you. I don't want to say relationship, maybe you don't want a relationship, but they're much more open to engaging in some sort of personal one-on-one interaction with you without you actually having to do all the work. So the question is, how do you actually cultivate a good Instagram? Well, the first thing that you need to do is you need to decide what kind of online persona you want to have. There's a lot of different options. You can pick anything you want, right? But some popular ones are like the business guy. You're always on the phone, you're sitting, in a meeting, or maybe not a meeting, you're sitting in a building with like a nice view, you're like in a Lamborghini, whatever. You're just like the business guy. Every picture that you take just shows that you're busy, you're on the move, you're doing business, you're making deals, you make money, you're wearing a suit, you've got a nice car, right? That's one. Another one is lifestyle, where you're always at the beach, you're always wearing cool clothes, you're doing cool stuff, right? Another one is the fitness one. That's pretty obvious. Another one is like, let's say you're the party guy, right? And all of these niches are kind of suited a little bit better. They can all work, but they're all kind of suited better for a specific type of girl. For example, like I said, if you want to go after girls who are more into fitness, then you're going to do the fitness persona, right? Or you really just do whatever you want, whatever speaks the most to you, and whatever you can kind of see yourself doing consistently. But don't be afraid to play around and experiment. But you do need to post something, right? You do need to be actively posting content on a regular basis. And sadly, like, you have to play the game. Okay, I know social media is fake and it's stupid and it's like addictive, and there's all these bad things about social media. But the bottom line is that everybody's using it, and it's not going away anytime soon. People aren't going to stop using Instagram because, like, your dopamine release, like, oh no, you saw a video on a dopamine fast and it's really good. Nobody gives a shit, especially girls. Girls don't give a fuck about self-improvement. Really, they don't. Most girls don't, unless it's losing weight. That's the only type of or losing weight, or getting like good makeup or clothes that, hide their fat or something. Sorry, girls, but that's really kind of how it is. At least in Vegas, that's definitely how it is. So the bottom line is that if everybody is going to the same place to consume content, then that's where you need to go also. And you need to provide the type of content that they're going to be interested in if you want to be able to capitalize on the type of reach that this platform has, specifically so that you can, capture their attention and get your little piece of the pie. Cool. So what do you guys think about that? I've been very active on Instagram lately. If any of you follow me on there, I'll put a link to my account in the description. If you guys have any other questions about, I guess like branding, I guess is what we would call it, or, making yourself look cool on Instagram, I guess. Not that I'm like the leading authority, but I do know a thing or two about it. Let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.